So now I'm looking at my computer to see if I can get any other pictures that I might want to look at. So that wasn't it. Whoops, there we go. Oh, that's 20 Tatas. It's kind of a wonder. I was looking at the churches the other day thinking, boy, there are a lot of naked angels on that place. And churches are supposed to be pretty conservative. So here. Now I'm calling up my castle area. So you have to kind of make it recognizable as a castle, and then there's a little tower here. And of course, when I do my sketches before I start anything, I just start roughly, because you know what? If I don't like it, I can begin again. Why bother losing time on it? So this one is here. That's the little castle. But I actually wanted to show something inside the castle, so I might just go to show like a view from above where you can see some of the castle. Remember the fake windows? Can't forget those. And you just start drawing. It doesn't matter if anybody understands what you're doing when you're doing your idea phase. And so here you can have like the so-called Ritterfest, where people are, where the kids are, for example, when they're on benches and they're making their costumes for this festival. So you've got little kids who've got the princess hats on, and you've got kids, and I need to sharpen my pencil, you've got kids who are doing making helmets as knights. So you have like a kid in a knight helmet, and you've got the people showing the crafts, so they're going to have stands here. So you just start with little ideas. For example, food stands. They might have some kind of food on like a shish kebab kind of food. Or I do know that one offers like baked goods, like breads. So they have like a baker. So you have a traditional baker with his table full of breads. 1, 2, 3. And you've got more kids and princesses in the castle. I know it doesn't look like anything yet, but this is the way I'm finding my ideas. You know, we have the Lessing house across from the castle on the other side of the street. I'm not quite sure I'll include it, but I might, just because Lessing was an important figure for Wolfenbüttel. They call themselves the Lessingstadt. Oops, yeah, it's about here. So that you can play with perspectives. And our castle has, like, in American terms, it's got 3 stories. So this is an element I might put in there. And they have the entryway here. And they also have the moat. I like our moat. It even has a place for horses to go drink water from days gone back. And that's about here. So I would probably put some sort of horse drinking water in the moat. And have like his knight standing next to him. Now I know you're wondering, what is she going to teach you when she scribbles like this? Well, I'm teaching you not to care. Remember, your first drawings aren't for Grandma's fireplace mantle. It's just, they're not mantelpiece things. They're your ideas. That's where you put them down. And that's what I'm doing now. For example, there I've got, then you can fill up this inside area of the castle with kids and people and things going on. And of course you have this tower blocking it, a little blocking your vision, but you can also move the tower a little bit out of the way by maybe tilting it. It doesn't really have to be 100% true. You just have to be able to recognize it. So inside I'm going to have that, and I'm going to have maybe some ravens on the roof because we've got ravens. Oh, have we got ravens all the time? A couple flying, and maybe they're having their own bit of content. So actually, I don't know where I was. I left off doing my castle. I had gotten a Skype call. That can happen. And now I have to find my way back into what I'm doing. I'm jumping ideas. I do that a lot while I'm sketching. Is that one thing I'm thinking about is that on the marketplace there is a bus pulling event each year. So one of my former neighbors used to take part in it. He had like muscles, like man that was built like a refrigerator. So he and his friends would sit down. Well, not sit down. They'd stand and they'd get into a row, and they'd have a bus. So one of these normal big travel buses, not just like the school bus, but one that's like really like the mother of all buses. And there'd be a driver there just to put on the brakes, just in case, for safety reasons. And so you'd have, and it's a local bus company too, travel company. You know how like there's Greyhound in America? Well, there's Schmidt Bus in Wolfenbüttel. And so you'd have their big logo on the bus. I have to look that one up. And I think buses are funny because they've got these really big mirrors. They kind of look like ears, so you might want to personify the bus a little bit when you're starting out. And I think the bus front wheel tire is more forward on a bus. I'll have to look that one up. I could ask Siri, but Siri never understands what I'm saying anyway. I have an accent when I speak German, and Siri seems to have a problem with that. So you've got that bus, and they always have this funny little entry door in the bus too. And then you've got all these men and some women pulling on a bus. So it's march, they heave ho. I think they're pulling in this direction. I think they're pulling like fitting into it like you pull like with tug of rope. So when you start sketching these kind of activities out, it's enough if you just draw stick figures. You don't have to draw the whole image at once. The main thing is that you get the idea of the motion. Where are you going to? And then, oh yeah, and this bus pulling thing, one of the big guys, and they do have big muscles, so you're going to have to exaggerate that in your drawing, keeps on yelling on the team, so he's going, yeah, go, more, points, and you can start feeling the action. He's leaning into it, although he can't touch the rope, so I think that's kind of funny. So those are the two little sketches to start off the Wimmel poster, with Wolfenbüttel as his background. Like I said, if you're starting to draw and practice, take something that you know that you have access to. Don't try to do an exotic city that you can't get to make your own pictures. Use your own images. You can always look them up on the internet, but you have to be careful about using somebody's photographs. And if you don't have anyone who wants to volunteer to be a model, you make them up. It's that easy. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, my newsletter, or join me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or Instagram, or maybe even on Zing. See you next time.